Hey guys, this is Sandy White from Simply Fit, your #1 health and wellness cheerleader. And on today's segment, we're going to be talking about 7 things that you can do to decrease insulin spikes. Now these are in no particular order, but I did group them together so that you can get the best benefit for decreasing your insulin spike. Like the first one is calming your GI tract. And the best way to do that is with tea. You can do a spike of oolong, black tea, or green tea. And I also like using peppermint tea. But keep in mind, when you do these, they will settle your GI tract, so you won't have a lot of bloating and you'll feel really good. It does stay in your teeth, so you want to make sure that you are brushing them. Now what you want to do is you want to drink the tea after each meal. Now some of you all may think this is disgusting, but if you do it after breakfast, yes, it will help. Now, I don't want you adding sugar in it. Just drink it straight. And you're only doing about 6 ounces. So instead of drinking coffee, you want to drink tea. And last week, remember I told you guys about my treadmill? I bought one that did not have an incline. So I had to increase or create a DIY incline, which is what I've done today. And immediately, I haven't even been on this thing a good 10 minutes and I can feel my heart rate going up. And this is why last week when I was telling you all, which is one of our tips, exercising, which I'll get more into. You want to get your heart rate up quickly, but keep it steady. Do the 12, 3, 30. 12 inches incline. If you don't have a treadmill that can do an incline, 3 miles an hour, that's what you want to set it for. And then you want to do it for 30 minutes. I did jump ahead, but exercising will keep your blood sugar level really stable and you won't have those unnecessary spikes. So tip number 1 is drinking your tea, no sugar, after each meal. Guys, the oolong, the black tea, the peppermint tea, and I also mentioned the green. So that was the one I left out. The black, green, and oolong tea. You're doing that after each meal to enhance your digestion, which will lessen your belly bloat and it'll tame blood spikes by 48% because the teas have polyphenols. Our second tip is to supplement 400 milligrams of magnesium, but you want to do it at night. And the reason you want to do it at night is because that too will reduce your blood sugar challenges by 60% because it strengthens and it heals your pancreas while you sleep. Now, tip number 3 is using vanilla aroma, which you can get the essential oils, any brand, vanilla essential oil, and you do it at bedtime. It's going to help calm your anxiety. It's going to help you fall asleep faster, and it's going to cut the blood sugar challenges by 55%. And the reason it does that is because it calms your adrenal glands, which causes stress. But when your adrenal glands are not overproducing, and you can help it by using the aromatherapy, you're going to reduce producing the cortisol hormone, and you'll sleep better and you'll feel better, and it'll reduce belly bloat. Now the one I started out with was walking. Walking it's the easiest thing that you can do. It's easy on your joints. It cuts your blood sugar spikes by 22%. Ideally, if you could do this after each meal, that would be perfect. Now I know some of you all work at a desk job, so that's not going to be ideal to constantly be walking around, but 15 minutes, 10 minutes after each meal, figure out a way to make it happen. And then the alternative, if you can't do that, then simply moving your arms around. Forwards, backwards, and up and down, 5 minutes. So if you can't walk on the treadmill, walk around the building, walk around like, I know some office spaces, they're getting a little hip to this because the better you all feel, the less they have to pay for insurance coverage because people aren't getting sick as often. So they're actually building tracks in the buildings. So you can walk around the track, whatever floor you're on, you can walk around the track. They have tracks inside, walking tracks inside, outside, and they have, believe it or not, they have desk treadmills. So it's not a sitting desk. You're on this treadmill that looks like a desk, but you're walking. So if you cannot get a standing desk, a walking treadmill, can't walk inside or outside for whatever reason, 15 minutes after each meal, then we're going to do our arms. And you're just going to circle them up, forward, backward, move them up and down, forward, backwards, up and down. That simple move will reduce your insulin levels by 22%. So far, all these tips have been very simple. You want to drink your teas, drink them after each meal. You want to go for a walk, ideally after each meal. If that's not possible, move your arms around 5 minutes. Take your magnesium at night, do 400 milligrams. You want to do your evening routine, should have your aromatherapy, but choose vanilla because that calms down your adrenal gland. You want to know something else that's simple and a really easy trick? Well, I don't want to say a trick, but a tip. Watching the sunset go down. Now, so far, all these man, that will just everything inside of you. All of the stress, all of the anxiety, taking your walk at evening or roughly around the time when the sun is starting to set. That is perfect. Now, guys, I'm so loving this, and I keep jumping back to 12, 3, 30. I love it. You do have to get used to it. You'll probably have to increase your time, maybe not exactly at 3 miles per hour the first go around. But this is so, I'm weird, but I love the incline. And I love how gradually my heart rate has come up, and it just feels really good to me. So I implore you, if you didn't try it, I told you about this last week, get going. Now, the other thing is you want to make sure while you're doing all these things, naturally they're going to decrease your cravings and what you want to eat. So you're not going to eat as much, which means you're not consuming a lot of calories, which is really good. However, if you don't add in cardio with your strength training, you will notice that your insulin spikes will not move. So you need muscle to combat those spikes. So when I told you on last week, the 12, 3, 30, incline 12 inches, walk at 3 miles per hour, 30 minutes, that's gonna be increasing muscle tone. And if you're like, I don't wanna walk, you can use regular weights. I showed you, well, I didn't show you last week, but you can use regular weights. You can use resistance bands. This over here, I think you all can see this, the total gym. You gotta get in not only cardio, but you gotta get in strength training, because what happens is if you do a bunch of cardio and you're cutting things out that your body desperately needs, which is carbs, it's gonna start eating the muscles for it. So you need carbs, you just don't need the processed ones. All right, let's jump in. Guys, I'm feeling so good. And I got the sweatshirt on, so I'm sweating even better. I am going to jump into, okay, we are jumping into tip number 6. And that's something really simple. Most of you guys already do it and don't even realize that you're doing it. It's massaging your ear. Now, if you have earrings like I do, you need to take them off because you're massaging that earlobe. And you're gonna do it for 90 seconds. And it's gonna give you, it's what it's causing your body to do is focus more, have more clarity, and it's causing that blood flow to move to the brain. And you're gonna do it for 90 seconds. And now this is just gonna be a mini massage, mini ear massage, and the neurotransmitters, when you do that, will make you, as I said, have you clear thoughts. Now, this is just going to be a mini. This is done after each meal to reduce blood sugar influx up to 30% because it helps glucose to reach your cells quicker. So you're going to do a mini massage. When you do this, 3 minutes, once every 15 minutes, if you have that time, will give you 90 minutes of clarity, and it causes the blood sugar to not spike by 30%, and it helps the glucose reach your cells much better. Tip number 7, if you guys are noticing that your mood swing is going from 0 to 60, start taking a soak in 30 minutes. That's all you need to do, and that's going to reduce the influx of your glucose spikes by 45%, and it's also going to help you sleep better at night. And it's kind of like a 3-for-1. You can relax, put some bubbles in there, chill out, listen to an audio book, reduce by 45% cortisol levels, which will have your insulin levels reduced. So when you wake up in the morning, your mood is better. Okay, so those are the 7 tips that I want to share with you all. Drink your tea, walk, do your soak, your aromatherapy, use the vanilla, do your, did I get them all? Let's see. Tea, soak, walk, do the sunset when you walk, aromatherapy with the vanilla, do your magnesium, and the last one is your ear massage. Guys, those are really good tips that you can combine together. They don't take long. Most of them you can do at night before you go to bed. The other ones are right after you eat, and you'll start seeing yourself increase in having a better mood, decrease in your insulin spikes, increase in your muscle mass, your ability to talk and walk at the same time will get better. If you're starting to see skin tags, that's letting you know that you need to watch your glucose levels. Okay, insulin levels are spiking, so it's not able to send signals to get the energy to your cells like it needs to. So let's take care of this. Let's make 2024 the best year ever in reference to your health and wellness. And again, take advantage of Lent. You got 40 days, well, less now, but you're basically doing this until Easter. And by the time Easter gets here, you're gonna be a rock star, and it's gonna be no turning back. So combine all of these wonderful things, these tips, and Lent, because I'm bringing it up again because we told God that we would take care of our vessel so that we can do what he's asking us to do at a higher level than what Jesus did walking around. The last, I take care of this vessel. That being said, I'm Sandy White, your #1 health and wellness cheerleader and the host of Simply Fit. We broadcast every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. on wytv7.org. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can work out with me, get a good word, share it with someone else, which will help us reach our 1 million goal of saving lives by providing you guys with simple tips and strategies so that you can overcome suicide and depression and live a healthy, long, beautiful life. Guys, when this is off, this is off. So let's get it together and work together. Not expecting you to do everything that I'm suggesting, but I am asking that you pick a combination that'll work best for you so you can stay consistent and get onto this health and wellness journey so we can see you next week and up until your 120th birthday. With that being said, I will see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.